Oh, I know what you've all been waiting for. It isn't her passive. It isn't her constellations. It's this. Oh, does she move well? Yes, she does. Look at this. Look at this movement. Look how fast. Look how powerful. But watch this. With the ultimate, she can now do it on the water. This is incredible. This is the content we've been waiting for. She's incredible. Oh, shit. Ah! So really quickly, I wanted to add this at the beginning. This video, I'm going over Kokomi's kit, and I do kind of roast her, all right? I'm not gonna lie, I do roast her, but I have another video coming out where I talk about her best artifacts, some weapons you can use, and I give you at least some hopium if you got Kokomi. I do not recommend this character, as you're gonna see in this video, but I do have another video coming later today where I'll go over her potential best build if you want to use her. I don't think that she's useless, but I can't hype her up. Let's get into the video. Deals hydro damage to surrounding opponents and heals nearby active character at fixed intervals. The healing is based on Kokomi's max HP. Alright, Sangonomiya Kokomi, normal attack, charge attack, Bake Karagi increased based on her max HP. When they hit an opponent, Kokomi will restore HP for all nearby party members, and the amount restored is based on her max HP. It also increases her resistance to interruption and allows her to move on the surface of water. Okay, I don't want to be the guy. Who cares? Who cares about being able to move on the water for 4 seconds? I'm just not sure. Okay, it's 10 seconds. Who cares? When is that relevant? Ever. When is that ever something you have to do ever in the game? Battle on top of water. I don't know. Okay, so this is the first passive. If Kokomi's Bake Karage are on the field, when she uses her burst ability, it will reset the duration. So you actually have about 100% uptime on this. This is kind of like Fischl putting Oz again when she ultimates. You have 100% uptime, passive damage generation, as well as some healing for the character on the field. So her next passive is a bit of a give and take. So you can gain bonus attack during your burst based on your healing bonus if you would like. It'll get added onto your damage. However, if you do that choice, you're going to heal more, but then you're giving up a lot of HP percentage, which is going to be boosting your damage as well. So you can heal more and get a little chunk of that damage, or you can have a ton of HP and get the damage from that. But also, if your healing is scaled off of your healing and your damage, then, you know, that is giving you some value there too. I'm not sure what the meta is going to be here. There's probably more math than I'm comfortable doing. But you do have a couple of options for your helmet, whether you go with the healing bonus or just, you know, percentage HP. They're both, you know, they're going to be really good. Also, wow, you can swim a whole bunch. So that's amazing. Perfect. And then this one. Kokomi has a 25% healing bonus, so that's baked in. She's already going to heal really, really well. But it decreases your crit rate by 100%. Ooh, that's a little sus. That's always going to impact your damage. You do not want artifacts with crit rates. You could try to take her to the moon, but I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this. Do you just stack HP and, you know, heal a whole bunch and do some nice passive damage for your team? Or do you want to try to get a 150 crit rate and try to build her as a DPS queen? I'm not sure about that. Maybe she had the Jade Cutter that has 44% crit rate on it. But for me, if I was building this character, I would go passive. Healing and damage. Do not leave her on the field too much. You know, for me, I personally wouldn't. But at the same time, you need to pop this and kind of stay on the field attacking with it. So it's a little bit weird. You know, in my brain, I'm thinking, get my healer out, heal everyone quick, get off. But you kind of have to stay on the heal, or on the field if you wanted to use her burst ability, which is weird. But even just pressing this is going to refresh her E ability, which is going to be giving you some health passively and damage. I don't know. I guess it's 10 seconds, but my question is, how much damage are you going to lose in that that 10 seconds if you swap to Kokomi? There's no way I'm going to recommend getting a bunch of constellations for this character. But So C1 is interesting because it is giving you a 30% of your HP burst every time you're doing your normal attack combo. So if you're just spamming auto attacks here, if you could build attack speed, right? This could be pretty interesting. Getting a big burst of hydro damage from that attack. It says that this normal damage is not considered normal attack damage. This is hydro damage. This appears to just be a burst hit that doesn't scale off of your auto attacks at all. And that's something to think about too, is like, if you're building this character, technically you'd have to level up these normal attacks or she will do nothing for your team. So a little bit more investment there than some other supports in the game for sure. Okay. Now C2 just makes you a better healer. If a character has 50% HP or less, you're going to get this bonus healing on your E ability and on your normal and charged attacks. And that's really cool, but you have to be 50% or less. And so if you're building a bunch of HP on her, you would think her job is to heal you really, really well, especially because she's got a healing bonus built in. So my question is, how often are you going to be below 50% HP, especially if you are passively healing with her E ability? This is cool and all, but my question is, when would you need this? When would this come into effect? When is this going to be valuable? Because you have to look at a constellation and you have to think, can I use it and can I abuse it? Is this going to have value all the time, right? If you look at Kazuha C1 and C2, he's getting elemental mastery all the time. He's getting, resets on his E ability all the time. And so this is a cool constellation, but unless you're on floor 11, killing everything really fast and somehow bleeding, I can't imagine this comes into play too much. But even if this didn't come into play, I feel like if you're building a ton of HP on Kokomi, and you're building her with all these different artifacts and everything, shouldn't she be able to just, like, burst heal you up for the most part in, like, a second? And if she can't, use Barbara. Do you know what I mean? It's like, if you're leaving her on the field and it's like, all right, I gotta keep healing here. I gotta keep healing. Time to go. Come on, boys. We're almost there. That is a problem, in my opinion. That's scary to me, in my opinion. Number 3, giving you more on your ultimate ability. Cool. That's going to be quite a bit of damage added in while doing your burst ability. So all of these are based on burst ability. Look at this. Normal attack speed increased by 10%, and hits will restore energy. So I was just kind of saying with C1, if you could get some extra attack speed, you can get those 30% burst damages out. So we're getting more healing, and now we're getting more potential DPS. I'm this far into the constellations. For the love of God, don't. That's just my first impression, but, like, stop. C5, alright, we're getting more damage and heals and all that. Number 3, while in her burst ability. So here's the thing, is if you're using Kokomi and you're getting these constellations, you need her to be on the field. You need to heavily invest in her, or else this is going to be a big waste. Every single time it's in her burst ability, gains a 40% hydro damage bonus for 4 seconds when her attacks heal, or would heal any party member with 80% HP or more. Okay? She's getting a nice hydro damage bonus. But she cannot crit. She cannot crit. So any damage that you're adding in, you have to remember, is potentially being lowered. My Ganyu does 216, or if I swap a couple artifacts, 250% more damage every time I crit. And my crit rate is almost 100%. So every single time I attack, whatever my damage is, you multiply it by 215%. Kokomi just doesn't get that. So, like, the amount of stats you would need to compete with a character that can crit is brutal. You can't compare everyone to Ganyu. Okay, my D-Luke has a 70% crit rate and 189% crit damage. Do you want me to lie to you, or do you want me to give you my opinion? Do you want me to hype her up and get you to wish for her? Or do you want me to tell you you can get by with a well-built Barbara? You can get by with a level 40 Barbara. I did it. I just did it in the Spiral Abyss with a level 50 Barbara with a level 40 weapon. with a level 40 weapon and no artifacts. They're level. I have level 8 artifacts, and I could burst heal to full HP. If you want a healer, you've got a free healer. If you've got a Chi-Chi, cool, you're winning. If you've got a Jean, cool, you're winning. If you have a Bennett, why the do you need this character? I'm just saying. It's like, do you want me to tell you to waste a shitload of Primo Gems on this character? Or do you want me to tell you, save for Zhongli, save for Kazuha, save for a Ganyu? Do you want me to make your account better and beat all the content? Or do you want me to bait you? Because I'll do that. And if you like this character and you want her, that's fine. I've talked about some of her potential. I see the potential. You build a bunch of HP, you get passive damage and healing. I don't know how you would die with Kokomi. If you want her, do your thing. Do your thing. But I'm not gonna tell you, oh my god, you must have her, because I can see 15 other characters doing what she does. I can, give you a list of characters that will hit harder, and I can give you a list of characters that will heal very similar, maybe even better. Right?
Nice.
I mean, look at this. Vaporize. Vaporize. So I mean, you can vape like crazy. So actually, a correction on that. You actually do a whole bunch of vaporizes with Kokomi, which tanks your damage, because if you're using Shangling's ultimate, if you're using someone like a D-Luke, if you're using Klee even, she doesn't apply the Hydro fast enough, and so you end up applying more Pyro, and then Kokomi does the vaporize, and it kind of ruins your damage. So I'm not so sure about that one. All right, let's try this again. So that doesn't place down a new one. It refreshes the cooldown. So if this goes away, and there's no timer on it, really. If this goes away, you don't get the refresh. That is really dumb. So if I put this on, if I put that on, does it move towards enemies at all? And then I press this, it'll refresh the cooldown, so now this is staying on the field longer. But it doesn't bring it back. Like Ozda, or Official's ultimate. Hydro damage. After using an elemental skill, increases damage. Oh, they're building her for damage, and she's not gonna do damage. They're building her for damage, and she's not gonna hit hard. Yes, dude. Alright, so basic attacks aren't healing. Let's see this bad boy. This isn't healing. I'm still not healing with basic attacks. If I swap to Kaya, though, how much healing are we getting? Okay. Pretty big chunks of burst. It's each hit, so I could go like that and swap through. Oh, we're already out of it. Okay, I thought that was going to last a little bit longer. Alright, let's try this. Healing them up. Guys! Come on! Any healer in the game can do that! Come on! You're gonna leave her on the field to do that? No way! There's no way you're leaving her on the field to do that! I'm sorry, but are you kidding me, man? With this weapon? No way! There's no way I'm doing that. There's no way I can recommend this character. I don't care if you roast me. I don't care if you get mad. I'm not going to tell you to use Primo Gems on this character, and then you're mad at me after. I don't care. I do not care if someone makes a cracked build where she does some damage, or she has cracked heals. Bennett, Barbara, Jean, Chi-Chi, they will do more than you could ever need. Diona has shields and heals. I'm sorry, but I cannot and will not recommend this character. This has got to be an insta skip. And I understand that the banner has some amazing 4-star characters on it. I get that. You see that banner and it's like, bro, amazing. But there's too many things. Her E ability has to be on the field, ready to go. And the only way to reset it is if you do use your Q ability. But if I pop my Q ability, when that goes away, it doesn't bring it back. If it brought it back, we're talking. If it brought it back, we have some potential. But it doesn't bring it back. And then I'm trying to heal it while in this. I have to leave her on the field to do a minuscule amount of damage. Oh, wow! 1,300 damage because I can't crit! I can't crit! Oh, let's just burst this thing down. Look at this, Pyro Shield. Oh, yeah, we're roasting. Nice! Now, that's what I'm talking about. Copium. I'm sorry. And maybe we need some better artifacts. We need something different. But this is giving hydro damage, increasing normal and charge attacks. Can't do it. I would rather have my DPS out on the field. I would rather have Barbara healing me passively. If my HP is low because the 11th floor is burning me, I can switch to a level 50 Barbara, press Q, and I'm almost full HP. I'm telling you guys. This character's scuffed, in my opinion. I think she's super scuffed because she's not burst healing anyone. Even if you're putting down, like if you're putting down her E ability, it's kind of doing passive healings as if it was a Barbara, right? But here's the thing. Let's say a Ruin Hunter is chasing you down. Let's say a Ruin Sentinel is shooting some rockets and you're trying to run around, right? Let me just take a little bit of damage here. All right, so we push this down. I got a little burst of heal. What if I'm over here? What if I'm running away? What if I'm just like I'm trying to dodge a big slam and I'm right here. What is she doing? She's not doing nothing. And so I can battle inside that AoE. I get that. Why would you run that far? Because what if a Geo Bishop is about to murder me? Right? What about the anomaly guy, the final boss of the floor 12 right now? He has huge area of effect. He has a laser that chases you around, right? And so if he's right here spinning, I have to move or I die. And so instead of getting passive healing, it's not doing anything. Do you know what I'm saying? Just heal through it? Maybe. Maybe we can. I don't know. Aztaha is going to melt you. If you're trying to, like, I don't know. I mean, Bennett can get some crazy healing, and I'm sure she can too. I'm sure that I can just face tank in here like a Bennett can, because I can do that with Bennett. I can just face tank everything. But I'm just giving you some ideas of like the value. Honestly, I would rather have Xing Cho. I'd rather have Xing Cho off her banner, get one copy, and then I'm done. I would rather go into the shop. I'd rather go into the shop and buy Xing Cho from the shop with my star glitter than go for her. Thank you for watching. These are my first impressions. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking. I'm sorry if I sound angry, but this one is not for me. Now, I will at least give you some recommendations if you get her and you like her and you want her to heal. I will do that. But I'm putting this one out first in an attempt to deter you. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't even care if you don't like the attitude. I have to say it. I'm going to make a video now on recommendations for her, but please just watch other reviews first. At least do that. Even if you don't trust me, even if you think my content is garbage, wait for Tectone, wait for Tenna, wait for some other people to come out who have done the testing, have done the math. They've put themselves through hell trying to get weapons and artifacts for Kokomi, and then you can go from there. But no.